Hello and welcome to Addicted to Geography. Mr. Henry is here. If this is your first time, thanks a million for stopping by. If you're returning, welcome back. Today we have a quick video on mangroves. In this video, we'll be exploring what mangroves are, the different types of mangroves, and their benefits to our environment. So get out your books. Get ready to make some notes. So what are mangroves? Mangroves are trees or shrubs that grow in saline or coastal habitats. Saline is a big word for salty. They are found in tropical and subtropical regions around the world, and they are able to thrive in harsh conditions such as tidal inundation. That means they're under the water, or high salinity, as I said before, very salty, and low oxygen levels. There are over 80 different species of mangroves, and they all play a vital role in supporting coastal ecosystems. One of the largest mangrove swamps in the world is on Florida's southwest coast. Mangrove swamps are characterized by halophytic trees. Halophytic is just a big word that means the tree them love salt. These halophytic trees, shrubs, and other plants grow in the brackish to saline tidal waters. These wetlands are often found in estuaries where the fresh water meets the salt water. They are famous for their dense maze of woody vegetation.
So, Mr. Henry, are there only like one type of mangrove? Or do we have whole heap like mango or citrus or them sort of fruits?
Well, there are three main types of mangroves. You have red mangroves, black mangroves, and the less popular white mangroves. Red mangroves are the most common, you see them everywhere, and they are easily recognized by their prop roots that provide stability in the soft sediments of the coastal zone.
Here we're learning about mangroves. And easily recognize them. See, I have some right here. I'm going to flip around the camera to show you. So what happens is that the root system, like regular trees, the roots go deep down into the soil. Now with these root systems, I think they're called prop roots, and they go down into the soil.
As the name suggests, it props up the tree, the mangrove tree, it balances, and it gives the mangrove tree support in these soggy type of loose sediment environment. Now these other roots that you see curving, well, not curving but coming up out of the water, those are called pneumatophores, and those are from the black mangrove, and the pneumatophores help the trees to breathe under all that soil and water. So it's like a straw going up into the air, and a Jordan man touch it at a straw.
So he would put the straw up above the surface of the water so that he could breathe, because they have pores on them. Pores, which I think they're called lenticels. These pores allow the plants to breathe. Alright, so I'm going to flip around the camera so that you can have a better look at it. So I hope you're seeing this clearly, and the sun is brutal out here, so I'm not really seeing my screen. But if you are seeing it, then these things that are sticking up out of the water are actually roots. So instead of going all the way down into the soil, they actually come back up, and they allow the plants to the mangrove plants, they allow these mangrove plants to literally breathe. So they are like straws above the water, and as you can see, this soil right here is totally underwater. So even if the roots were under the soil, they still couldn't breathe through the soil, because these soils are waterlogged. So the roots have to push up out of the water and out of the soil to where the air is. is a mangrove area. If you're wondering if those are actually kids out in the sea, let me zoom in. Yes, those are statues out there in the water. They're not actual children. There's one right here and there's one behind. Yeah, they're actually coming out of the water, coming onto land. I think there's another one. Yeah, I hope you can see. There's another one over there. Now, I'm new to this island, so in Jamaica, I know that where there are mangrove wetlands, there are usually crocodiles. So right now I've not heard of any crocodiles here, but I am really hesitant. I am apprehensive. I am cautious. Yeah, because if I'm looking on my video screen, that means I'm not actually seeing what's around me, and all these crocodiles could be sneaking up on me. So I'm gonna be out of here very quickly.
Black mangroves are called that because of the black bark. The black mangroves have a unique adaptation called pneumatophores, which are vertical roots that grow up from the ground to take in oxygen. White mangroves are the least common, and they are characterized by small round leaves and the absence of pneumatophores, or as we said before, prop roots. You might be saying, why are we learning about this weird vegetation? Look at it, a lot of roots, and it doesn't even produce a fruit that we can eat. So yeah, what benefit could mangroves have for us? So we can't eat it, we can't get no fruit from it, so there might be no benefits, right? Well, you would be wrong. Mangroves are an important part of the coastal ecosystem. They provide a home or a habitat to a wide diversity of animals: birds, fish, shellfish, a lot of animals. The ecosystem sustains billions of worms, protozoa, barnacles, oysters, and those things in turn feed fish and shrimp. Sometimes these fish and shrimp are consumed by birds such as pelicans. You ever see pelicans? The pelicans are very savage, Yeah, you ever see a pelican grab up something? Anyways, pelicans may also be eaten by crocodiles. So it is the mangrove that started off as the home of these creatures, and then they in turn feed, the whole food cycle business. Now, alright, so other than providing a habitat, the mangroves help with coastal protection. Now, I was hinting that before, that the roots of the mangroves, the dense network of mangrove roots, they help to trap sediment. This creates a coastal defense against hurricanes, storm surges, and even tsunamis. As we know that due to global warming, the sea level is rising, the mangroves will continue to grow and thrive even though the sea is rising, and they will help to protect the coastal areas by binding the soil together with their dense network of roots. So if you kill off the mangroves or you cut them down, then the sediments there, which are really like waterlogged or muddy, if there are no root systems there to hold them together, then the water is just going to wash away all those sediments, and it will leave your coastline unprotected. Now, mangroves provide a socio-economic benefit. What is that? Mangrove swamps are popular with tourists. Yeah, tourists often come to mangrove areas or mangrove wetlands to study crocodiles, wading birds, and sometimes mosquitoes, because trust me, in those mangrove swamps, the mosquitoes are really dominant. So mangroves provide an area for tourists to come and enjoy seeing these crocodiles and seeing, for example, on the Black River Safari, that a lot of people come to see the crocodiles, and some of these crocodiles, they actually perform for the tourists. They kind of come up to the boat, and I think there's a gentleman down there that even kisses the crocodile. Mangrove swamps also provide many products and raw materials that have significant value for local communities. Here are some of them in this diagram. Now this is kind of on the negative side, but mangroves are being destroyed to actually facilitate the construction of houses and hotels and even roads. So many, that the mangrove is found near the seaside, and the seaside is often very attractive for the construction of hotels. So once you put the hotel there, the tourists come, they are right on the beach. But in order to get the land to put the beach on, sometimes they end up clearing away, removing this mangrove vegetation, and that, as I said before, that is detrimental, deleterious to the coastal environment. Carbon storage. Now, mangroves are highly effective at absorbing carbon dioxide, making them an important tool in the fight against climate change. Remember, too much carbon dioxide makes the earth warmer. Fisheries. Mangroves support important fisheries by providing breeding or nurturing or feeding grounds for the small fish and the shellfish. Water quality. Now, mangroves help to filter out and purify the water and help to maintain a healthy coastal ecosystem. Now, you see the roots, they're almost like a net, and they sometimes work like a sieve to filter out all the bottles and plastic rubbish that gets into our seas. So if you've been paying attention, then you would have realized that mangroves are a unique and important ecosystem, and they provide a variety of benefits to us humans and, of course, the animals. They are able to thrive in harsh coastal conditions, and they are vital to the health and the welfare of our planet. Definitely. So, thanks for watching. We hope you learned something new about the mangroves today. And if you did, please subscribe and like this video, and tell some of your friends about Addicted to Geography, man. Yeah, man, bring them over here, make them learn some geography too. Alright? Cool. Peace.